Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Chris live in Central Pennsylvania. We're just underway here. My apologies for the tardy start, but we're only a couple seconds into the game. I've had some computer issues this morning, and the network wasn't working properly from the provider. But we're just a few seconds in. The ball's kicked in the air and knocked on by Henry Immelman to get a start. I'll give you a lineup. Pack weights, the first scrum of the game, just moments after we get started here. 9:20 for the Lions, 9:02 for the Sharks. Playing at Kings Park in Durban, folks. People over the stands waving to the crowd. Thanks for being here. It looks like people left. They couldn't hang around for just a second. Wow, that sucks. All right, well, too bad for that. So much for people being here. But those who are here, thank you for being here. Just a minute into the contest now. First scrum of the game. Pretty quickly it came. And I'll give you the lineups here in just a moment. Bind. Set. Joel Stransky in the booth. All right, here's the lineup for the Sharks. Henry Immelman is at fullback. Yao Penke on the right wing. Lorenzo Julius and Francois Fenter are in the center. Ethan Hook on the left wing. Jordan Hendricks at the fly half. Grant Williams is the scrum half. Sia Khaleesi starts the game wearing the number 8 jersey as the captain. Lapis Lagasakni, and Pepsi Boutalese. Boy, I'm having trouble pronouncing things this morning. The locks are Emil van Heerden and Jason Jenkins. The front row, Vincent Koch, Bongiam Benabi, and Oxen Che. Off the bench, Fez Mbata and Tukum Kunu, Hanro Jacobs, Corne Rawl, James Fenton, Nick Hatton, Jaden Hendricks, and Hakeem Kunene. And the ball's put in play there by Morne Feindenberg, who's become the regular scrum half for the Lions. He brings it out himself, runs it towards the middle. Pitch is looking beautiful down here at Durban. They come wide. The Lions are the cut back inside. Beautiful move there by Mafura. Mafura is tackled by the Sharks. Hendricks on the wrong side of that ruck. He gets up and goes. Siba Koma touches the ball. Nearly run down by the Sharks. We're going to get an offside penalty here. Yeah, way offsides by the Sharks. Morne Furr is the official on the pitch. He made the call. On the sideline, Steven Gillenhuis and Sean Muller. And the TMO's Quentin Immelman. With that little smooth haircut, Morne Furr looking like a stud out there. For the Lions, as this is a penalty, so they're going to kick it into touch. Morne Feinberg will kick it. For the Lions, Tapin Mafur is in the number 15 jersey at fullback. On the right wing, it's Richard Creel, Monty Ross, and Marius Lowe in the center. Ed will find him on the left wing. Johnny Lombard, looks like a decent crowd there in Durban. Johnny Lombard is the fly half. Morne Feinberg scrum half. Frankie Horn is the captain, once again wearing number 8 jersey. Siba Koma, Jared Cairns. The locks are Darian Landsberg, Ruben Skuman. In the front row, it's I cannot talk this morning. Asanati Labakanye, PJ Bota, and John Skuman. Off the bench, Franco Murray, Morgan Naudia, Konrad van Vuren, Ruan Delport, Isan Esterhuizen, Nico Stan, Steenkamp, and Reinhard Jonka. Okay, now we're ready to go. Big crowd on the other side in the shade on the west side of the stadium. PJ Bota throw it in for the Lions from inside the 22, and it's successful. Line it. They have it. Bota comes around, throws it into the middle. He's got it in Coma's hands. Coma goes forward. Sia Khaleesi's there for the tackle. Morne Feindenberg cleans it out. And then moving over, Darian Landsberg with his first carry. Down around 18 meters. They're going to go wide, but there's lots of Sharks out there, so this isn't quite working out for the Lions as they try to get it to Jared Cairns. Cairns is stopped, so the Lions are going backwards at the moment. Great defense by the Sharks are up to the task at the moment. Both these sides desperately need to win, but the Lions more so. That's knocked on by Landsberg. Ball's picked up by the Sharks. Pepsi Boutalese dances around, passes the ball off. Ruck is formed. Sharks now with the ball, just stopping that attack. They're going to go wide. Fenter has it out there. Yao Penke is on the outside to Sia Khaleesi. What a pass by Khaleesi! Down the sideline, here comes Julius. Back into the middle. Grant Williams is on his own. Grant Williams is going to go all the way. 10, 5. He's in. He got it. Oh, Tuffy nearly tackled him. And the Sharks are on the board just like that. 4 minutes, 35 seconds in the contest. And Grant Williams runs it all the way back. What a brilliant piece of work there. What an absolutely incredible pass from none other than the Sia Khaleesi. Wow, that was incredible. The captain, Sia Khaleesi, offloads that ball as it's about to be nailed. Oh, he took it right in the breadbasket, too. What a pass by Khaleesi. And back to Grant Williams, and there's 3 Lions chasing, but he cuts through all 3 of them, finds that corner. Mafur nearly gets him, gets that arm out, and we've got a try by Grant Williams. That was incredible. All right, Sharks fans, you're off to a good start, unlike last week. Wow. That was something else. Conversion kick is missed. It's 5-0. What a good start for the boys from the East Coast. All right, well done. There we go. Okay. Wow. Grant Williams. Brilliant. What a try by the Sharks to get things started here. And as we've seen the past few weeks, whoever scores first really sets them in good shape. See, Khaleesi made all that happen. It was a great team try, but man, that pass, he took a gut shot and let that ball go at the last moment. And that freed up Yaupenke. Here's the restart. Lions kick down inside the 22. It's going to be taken down there. Lapis Labascagno avoids the first tackle, gets up to about the 22 where he's tackled there. Ruck is formed. Grant Williams digging it out, sends it over the middle. Oh, it's dropped by Hendrickson. Oh, he took his eye off the ball and knocks it on. It'll be a scrum to the Lions deep in Sharks territory. Oh. That's a killer. That's a perfect pass. He just dropped it. Looked up the pitch, and he knocks it on. So it'll be a Lions scrum 10 meters out. Ooh, almost in the middle of the pitch. All right, so arc precisions here. Charmaine, Andreas Müller, Ruben Lube, Jacobus van Wyk, Annelies Duplessis, Louis Stephanus Krüger. Supporting Sharks now. I'm disappointed. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm calling the game. My team's not playing. A few Sharks lose here. We'll make the Stormers win South Africa. Yes, if the Sharks lose, the Stormers get the shield, but the shield doesn't mean anything. Oh, Mafur wide. Here he comes. Is he over? Yes, Tapia Mafur gets a try for the Lions, just like that, from the scrum. Oh, and Hendrickson's mistake has cost the Sharks dearly. Wow, what a run by Mafur there. His first career try? Seriously? It's the first try ever for the Zimbabwean? Shocker. From the back of the scrum, it comes out. Morney find a bag. And he gets to Hendrickson. And then Mafur is just, yeah, that's beautiful work on his part. Kept that ball out, and he slid across the try line with his momentum. So just like that, they're back. They're not my Sharks. Why are you people saying they're my Sharks? I don't root for the Sharks. Because I'm wearing the jersey? You got to really knock it off. I'm not Sharks, excuse me. So, yeah, the weather's really good shape for a game today. So Johnny Lombard for the conversion. Chance to put the Lions ahead, but difficult kick from the corner. 8:16 in the game. Lombard's put it right down Hollywood and Vine. That's perfect. And it's 7-5. The Lions are out in front just like that. Wow. Woo. Woo. Yes, if the Lions win, then the Stormers win the South African Shield. But the Shield doesn't mean anything, folks. Doesn't get you any title. There's no bragging rights. Plus, they've changed the way the Shield works now. They're just doing it by the games inside in your conference, in your Shield. You used to list all the games. So I don't really understand that whole process when the URC changed it. Here's a restart from Hendrickson, who cost the Sharks that try. Back to Mornay Funderburg, and he's going to launch it, looking for touch. It's a nice kick. Where's the mark, though? Difficult mark there because the shadows are right there at the spot where the ball went into touch. But out beyond the 10-meter line, it's a good clearance kick by Mornay Funderburg. Going to put the Sharks into Lions territory for a line out here, trailing 7-5 early in the game. 2 tries in the first 10 minutes, 1 for each side. Mornay Funderburg taking a little effort here at growing a mustache. Looks like a 14-year-old. Wow, that is a big crowd. There are people at the end of the pitch, quite a few. So a lot of them migrated to the shadows. I hate that game in the sun because it's brutal on the east side of the stadium. Line out successful. There's Grant Williams has it over the middle. Hendrickson off to Fenta. Fenta is met by 3 Lions and driven backwards, loses about 5 meters. Grant Williams, little kick over the top. Somebody going to get there. Oh, it took a bad bounce. Oh, the Sharks almost had. Here come the Lions. And we'll find him out on the sideline, kicks the ball forward, and it goes into touch. Oh, my goodness. Wow, just a little tough bounce there for the Sharks, almost into the hands. It looked like it was Henry Immelman, and it bounced over his head. Just an unkind bounce. Let's see who it was. Here's the restart. It was Immelman, yeah, just unkind bounce. And then come back down the sidelines. So Ed will find him if it gets a good kick. Gets it down about the 24 or 25 meter line, where it'll be a Sharks line out. But he wanted that ball to stay in touch so he could run it down for a try. So 7-5 is the count. Here's a line out for the Sharks. It's actually about 27 meters away. Bongiambanami complaining about the line out. He moves. Only 4 men in the line out. Go deep. They overthrow it. Ball bounces. Anybody wants can get it. And PJ Bota grabs it for the Lions. Sharks messing up big time here. Morning find it back right through the middle. Oh, look at this. Ball is low. It was forward. I think you're going to say it was forward. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't see that forward. That looked flat to me. They called a forward pass, and Mario Slow just zips through there. It's pretty close. The line is there, unfortunately. Almost had it. Man, that was something exciting. Unfortunately, it's for naught. Morning Feinberg is aghast. Thought he had that one. All right, 65 people here now. Hit the like button, folks, if you don't mind. Just 24 likes. All right, possession 71% for the Lions, 80% territory. The Sharks in a lot of trouble here early, but that'll be a forward pass, so it's turned over to the Sharks for a scrum. Bind, set. Grant Williams puts it in the pipe. Scrum is holding up. Good turf out there. Oh, and then Morney Ferrer gets in the way. Immelman on the near side carries forward. Morney Feinberg with a tackle. The man is just a devil out there. Morney Feinberg with a counter ruck all by himself, the little guy. And they get the ball over into the hands to Oxenche. Grant Williams will dig it from the ruck. Landsberg has to retreat because he waited so long and he fell forward. High into the air. Who's going to get this one? Creel steals the ball in midair from Hooker. Wow. Ethan Hooker went up, but Creel came down with it. Richard Creel for the Lions. Ball over to the middle. PJ Botha dancing around Hendricks at midfield. Ruck his form. Sharks have entered from the side, and no penalty called against them. Wow, they got that ball came off the foot of Marius Lowe. Labakanye doesn't pick it up, so the Sharks have recovered. Oxenche to Julius outside. Here come the Sharks down the sideline. Yalpenke is running down. They get him in touch. No, he stays in play. Well done by Yalpenke, but not releasing the ball, and they turn it over. All the way down to the 6 meter line. Penke couldn't get the ball out of there. Great job by Jerry Cairns to get over that ball. But man, that nearly resulted in a try for the Sharks coming down that sideline. So the Lions will be able to get some clearance space on this as Gianni Lombard comes over. Sends it down the pitch. Let's see where the lineout's going to be. Let's see where this is. Now, Hendricks is off his feet. That should have been a penalty. And Hendricks is the one who picks it up. Jordan Hendricks was off his feet. On his knees. He's on his knees right there. No, it should have been off his feet to begin with. Never should have been a turnover. I don't know what happened there. I was watching the replay. Marius Lowe hit his foot. He didn't touch it with his hand. He just let it go. All right, so it's the Lions at their own 22 now. PJ Botha thrown in. He does. Successful. Morney Feinberg sees a gap. He cuts back to the middle. Morney Feinberg up the midfield all by himself. He's got help. Frankie Horns on the outside. Looking for help. He's still by himself. Morney Feinberg still going. Down to the 22. Not held the tackle. Morney Feinberg goes 80 meters. Oh, my goodness. Here come the Lions on the outside. Down the sideline. They had to throw it behind for Creel. He had to wait for it. All that work by Morney Feinberg. Incredible carry. Oh, the ball. Come on. Pick the damn ball up. Why are you guys avoiding it? The Lions turn it over. Gee, many crickets. Morney Feinberg, man. What a stud. Is he the future scrum half for the Springboks? Here they come on the opposite side. Yalpenke. No, it's Oxenche. Ball bounces loose. The Lions have it now. It's like watching badminton out here. And we're into touch. Whew. But we have a knock on by the Sharks before that. Good Lord. Catch my breath there. Hey, Jaretha, how you doing there? Off to the shooting range. All right. Good luck on your targets. My goodness. Charmaine has to scream for the Sharks that the Lions win. I'm not waiting for the restart here. Boy, Morney Feinberg saw a gap and took it. just sliced through the Sharks defense. All right, so now it's going to be a scrum on the opposite side of the pitch. Crouch. Fine. Set. Mornay Feinberg puts it into the scrum. You know, he's breathing a little hard for oxygen after running at least 60 meters. He comes out of there. Over the middle, gets it to Monty Ross with the ball. Mornay Feinberg back to the middle. Landsberg met by the Sharks, short of the 22. Feinberg. Lombard cuts it back inside to Skuman. Mornay Feinberg looking for space, going out wide. Mafur does a dummy, cuts back inside, down to the 23-meter line. Mornay Feinberg, gets hit with the ball. They play on the 9. You can't do that. They come wide, outside, it bounces. Is that a forward pass again? Another forward pass. Something's not quite right with the Lions here. These forward passes, their timing is slightly off. 82 people currently here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. I don't know about you, but I've had the worst Super Brew pick I could possibly have. I got every single one of the Varsity Cup picks wrong. Oh, wait. No pick. I picked these. What is that? I picked them. It said I didn't pick them. Oh, that's from Monday. That's messed up. That gives me 4, 7, and 8 games in a row I've lost because they didn't take my picks. What a crack that is, man. Oh, my goodness. I would have gotten... I'll be honest, I only would have gotten 2 correct because I would have picked it the other way. But still, I got none of those varsity picks. I did pick the Waratahs to beat Western Force, but I also picked the Hurricanes to beat the Fiji Islanders, but they lost. All right, we got a break in the action here still. James Fenter and Giannis Fenter. Must be. All right, so the clock has stopped. I don't know if somebody's injured or what's going on here, but there's a big crowd in the shade on the west side of the stadium. Wow, most of the seats are full. Good day for the Sharks, drawing crowds again. All right, so it looks like we're finally ready to get going here. Not sure what Morning Ferrer was holding up. I didn't see anybody getting any care out there. And we're not 20 minutes in, so it shouldn't have been a water break. Hey, Chris, man, how's it going? 16-24 in the contest. Unfortunately, I won't be able to call the Six Nations games later this morning, folks. That sucks because I would like to, but I've got to go to a wake set for someone I don't even know. And that looks pretty ugly. No penalty call. The Sharks went straight up. That should be a penalty against the Sharks. Nope, he's not going to call it. Grant Williams brings it out. It goes wide. Here comes Jordan Hendrickson down the sideline. Kick forward by Henry Immelman. The chase is on. Who's going to get there? And it goes into touch. Went out just in front of the 22. So the Sharks kick it into touch. Let's see. Well, that would have been a 50-22 had it gone in. Yep. All right, Lions line out. They've had 2 so far. They won both. The Sharks have lost their only line out. As I said, folks, nice to see a lot of people in the stands in Durban. PJ Boat to throw it in from his 22 exactly. He does. Frankie Horn knocks it backwards. And there's Mornay Feinberg who just gets it away. And then he's taken down with an elbow to the chest. And that ball bounces into touch. I was watching Mornay Feinberg. He took a shot to the chest. That should have been a penalty at minimum on the Sharks. Let's see this. He gets hit. Oh, yeah, that's cheap shot by Bongiam Benambi. That should be a card. Bongiam Benambi, the guy's twice his size and he throws his shoulder into him intentionally. That should be a card. That's dirty play by Bongi. No arms tackle. All right, you're going to get it. I want a card on this one. I want a card on this. Penalty should be a card. It was a cheap shot. Very dirty play by Bongiam Benambi. Very disappointed in that behavior. No, the TV announcers are trying to give him a break here. No, I'm sorry. It's a cheap shot. Should be a card. No card given. Was it dirty? I mean, the guy's half your size, man. He's in the air, too. Just lands, and you hit him in the chest with your charge. That's just weak. That's some weak shit right there. So we're going to come back for the kick as Johnny Lombard will kick for some distance here. He puts his thumb up. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, it is on you. It was a dirty play against a fellow Springbok. That's even worse. All right, so how are we doing here? 93 people currently here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. Live from Kings Park in Durban. Down on the east coast of South Africa, it's the Sharks, 7-4 in the standings, and the Lions, 6-5. Lions desperately need this win to get back into playoff position. The Sharks need this to keep pace. They're currently locked in that fourth position by 1 point over Munster, and this is the game that was in hand. So if they win this one, they'll put some space between themselves and Munster. But they cannot catch the Bulls tonight. The best they could do is 39 points in the log, puts them 2 behind the Bulls. But the Lions were back into play. And the Sharks, out of a ruck, got a penalty here. Offside. Lions, Jared Cairns is never onside. So the Lions are sitting in 9th position, just out of playoff position. A win here would give them 32. We move them up to 6th position. A bonus point when we give them 33. And they got plus 14 on points, which would mean they would move all the way up to 5th position and be just 1 point behind the Sharks. Can you imagine that? The Lions have to win. If the Lions win here, they'll have South African sides in 3rd, 4th, and 5th position this week, even with all the other teams. And only the Stormers trailing down in 12th position, 28 points. Wow. This would also give the Lions a 7-5 record. Desperately important for the Lions to win today. 20 minutes into the contest now. Bongiambanambi, the flagrant foul boy from inside of 50. And they come down with it. It was Emil van Heerden. And the Sharks' maul is going sideways. Lions are holding up, so Grant Williams brings it out. Over into the hands of Julius. Julius, the ball is stripped loose. Ball's bounced on the turf. It's a knock-on. The Lions have it. Mafur is going to kick it away. He had a knock-on advantage. That could be a bounce down inside the 22, picked up by Jordan Hendrickson. He's going to turn around. Chases on by Mafur. That ball is going to go. I don't know where it went into touch. I can't see with the shadows. We'll have to trust the side judge on that one. And the first 20 minutes of the game are out of the way. We're at nearly 21 minutes now. Why am I wearing a Sharks jersey? Why not? Why not? I didn't have time to grab the Lions jersey. Thank you, Steph Neumeier. Fossey on the sidelines in street clothes. So a Lions line out here, and they're discussing something here. Bongiambanami's cleat is messed up. They're fixing his boot. All right, here we go. The list of injuries reads like an emergency room for both sides here. 21-21, it's a Lions line out from just short of midfield. That's a perfect toss and hit in the air, but PJ Pota comes away with it. There's a penalty against the Sharks. They have the ball. They're playing a penalty advantage. Got a penalty advantage. He just turned Morning Feinberg so he doesn't kick it away. Labakanye over midfield. Oh, Morning Feinberg! And he loses the ball forward. Jumping across was called against Van Heerden. Emil Van Heerden jumped across on that line out. So this will give a chance from there if they want. They're at sea level, so the ball won't carry as well. But right at midfield, I suspect the Lions will kick for the corner here. Yep, so on the cross. Yep, that's where the ball mark is. Here it is. And Johnny Lombard kicks it down into touch where we get inside the 22. Let's wait and see. 22 minutes, 15 seconds. Oh, yeah, definitely jumping across. All right, 4 penalties to the Sharks, 1 to the Lions thus far. Lineout's good. They're jumping across again, but they got away with it. Cairns to Mornay Feinberg. Mornay Feinberg. Oh, ball pops up. Vincent Kalk has it. How did he get that? Well done by Vincent Kalk to steal that ball. Here come the Sharks down the sideline. Hendrickson gets it outside to Fenta. Fenta cuts back through the middle. He's got lots of help here. Running all the way down the field inside the 22. Fenta. The ball comes loose. There's a kick forward. I think that it might have been knocked on. We're going to have to go back and look and see. It looks like a knock on. Immelman and Jalpenke trying to get to that ball, but I think it was knocked on. Wow. Boy, the game is really picking up pace at moments here. And unfortunately for the Sharks, they're not scoring on these plays. So what is the call here, Mornay Ferreira? I don't know. Line out is good. Was this a pass that got knocked away? I don't know. Here's the replay. Oh, Vincent Kalk got his hand in there, popped up in the air and caught it. It was brilliant work on his part. Great anticipation to steal that ball. So here's the replay. They come down the sideline. I want to see what happened here. Fenter is very fast up the middle. He kicked it. That's not a problem. Oh, yeah, Jalpenke knocked it on. He had to try. But so we're back here now. The Lions, Sharks coming down the other side. Fenter stolen by Creel. And Frankie Horn with the ball now. My goodness, it's back and forth here. The ball's just laying on the turf, and here comes Grant Williams. The Sharks have it again. The Lions really making some dumb mistakes here. Sharks also making some dumb mistakes. Beautiful day, sloppy play. Hendrickson over the middle. Grant Williams dances. Tackle miss. Grant Williams right up the middle. And it's up to Mornay Feinberg, who slows him down, and he finally tackled down around 10 meters. Jackal by the Lions. Jared Cairns. The Lions have it again. My goodness. Monty Ross kicks it into touch. It doesn't go very far, though. Oh, can we take a breath here now? My goodness. Jared Cairns with a great jackal there steals that ball when the Lions were about to give up a try. Man, oh man, oh man. The Sharks, jeepers, creepers are going one way. We're going the other way. Whew. I'm getting gas calling the game. Not even running around on the pitch. The Cheetahs game. When are the Cheetahs playing and where are the Cheetahs playing at? There's some kind of exhibition going on. They play Tuesday. Bowling. Line out is good. Sharks driving now down inside 10 meters or so. Lions trying to meet him. They pull the ball out. Bongi gets it over to the hands of Hooker, Ethan Hooker, down inside the 5-meter line. Still going. No, I won't be covering the Cheetahs game against Bowling. Because that's while this is on. Oh, the Sharks are on the line. Williams. There's a gap right there. Jenkins driven back. The gap closed. Sharks are knocking on the door, though. Bongi driving forward. Is he over? He's short. Boy, the Sharks again driving forward. Is he over? Or is he held up? Is it a try? Crawling forward. The Sharks turn it over. Jenkins crawled forward there. And so the Sharks had it on the try line. And they messed up. Lapis Labaskakni's the one. It was Lapis Labaskakni who carried it, crawled forward. So the Lions survived that precious moment there. Very tense moment there. 7-5. No, I won't be covering this. The Cheetahs didn't even know they were playing today. And they start here at the top of the hour. Oh, 2 Sharks players running at each other. The ball's lying on the pitch. And who's chasing that down? Richard Creel. So inside the 22, Grant Williams has to get it. And he gets around Creel. But then Creel chased him down from the side. Good job by Richard Creel. The ball comes out. It's knocked on by Creel. And Oxenche recovers it. So it's a knock-on advantage for the Sharks. There's Sia Khaleesi over to Vincent Kalk. Kalk tackled. Ball's available. Grant Williams, what did he do here? He picked it twice. Oh, that was sloppy. So Grant Williams is going to turn over, and he's threatened with a card for deliberately knocking on. That was odd. So Grant Williams was warned there by Morning Ferreira, and it's going to wind up being the Lions' ball. My goodness. Lots of excitement, but nothing. Boy, the club seats are all empty. What's going on? Lapis Labasakni's getting his tongue sprayed. What's that all about? My goodness. No, sorry about that. William Willem from Badenhorst for Badenhorst. Oh, that's a beautiful day. Well, last time I was down here for a game, it was quite a lovely day that day too. But that's when I got ripped off by that car company on the rental. Charged me 3 times for the same car. Eventually got my money back, but it took months to do. It's the last time I ever booked a car when I booked something through Fly Staff Air. Oh my goodness. What's with the chicas? Oh, showing off some chicas there. Must be girlfriends or spouses of the players. 27-46. $27-46 now. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses, and they're going to call a penalty against the Lions for collapsing it. So it's a free kick here. Dipping back. 28-06. We thought we were going to have a big scoring match here, and all of a sudden it slowed down a lot. Is that tape laying on the pitch? The grass is cut really short. It's a very fast surface for natural turf. Ball's kicked up and under, and it's going to be Marius Lowe at midfield. He knocks it backwards, then he knocks it on, he recovers it. Wow, it never left his hands, though. Oh, what a bad pass that was. Then winds up in the Sharks' hands, and Yalpanke comes off that's Julius. Bad pass by Immelman right into the shin of Julius, and it goes into touch. So it's going to be a line out to the Lions. All that excitement, nothing really much came out of it for either side. Wow. Hey, Pete Fundelida, welcome. Yeah, the Lions do it, then we'll have 3 teams in the playoffs. All right. So it's a scrum to the Lions, 29-14 now. Players sweating quite a bit. Must be quite warm there. Crouch. Bind. Set. Mornay Feinberg brings it out over to the middle. Marius Lowe does a dummy. Then he gets it off to Feinberg. Feinberg to Edward. Feinberg to Mafur. Mafur runs down the sideline. Here he comes. Up to midfield. Mafur gets over the 50. Places the ball. The ruck is formed. Mornay Feinberg is going to do a little 50 kick, but it won't be a 50-22. He's over the line. Goes into touch. Edward Feinberg was trying to get to it. Just short. Wow. 30 minutes now off the clock. So they'll kick it down into touch. It'll be a Sharks line out now, deep in their own territory. The Lions have had a lot of possession, a lot of field position, but they only lead by 2, and that's only because of misconversion from the Sharks. So there's a delay here. What's going on? Clock is still running. People taking their time. So the Sharks come over with instructions. Line out successful. Grant Williams over to Oxenche. He runs into PJ Boat to drive him forward. Labakani bounces off of him. Ruck is formed. Call to use it already by Morning Ferreira, the official. Grant Williams rolling it back of the ruck. Kicks it over the top. Box kick. That's going to go to around midfield. The near side. Creel has it. Over to Mafur. Mafur takes off. He's looking for a dummy pass. He runs right into 3 Sharks. That wasn't the best decision. And Pepsi Buthelezi struggles to get out from that ruck. He does. Well, Darian Landsberg nearly drops the ball, but he holds on to it from the pass. Vandenberg now. Mornay digging it out of there. Call to use it. He hasn't even got there yet. Box kick over the top. And Grant Williams comes away with success. So Ethan Hooker, Richard Creel tackles him from behind. There's Sia Khaleesi with a carry. Khaleesi doesn't release. Grant Williams. Oh, the Sharks now got a little something going here. They're up to midfield. Driving through there, one carry after the other, picking up a few feet each time. Hendrickson kicks it over the top. He's going to give chase to his own catch. He gets it. Hendrickson, brilliant work there. Stiff arm. Mornay Vandenberg, who's the one who tackles him. Who else? Oh, that's off the feet there. That's a penalty. Pepsi Buthelezi comes flying in there off his feet. That's going to be a penalty against the Sharks. But I think it was for holding on to the ball, actually. Wow. Hendrickson didn't release the ball. So now, 2 minutes later, and still no additional scoring. Not rolling away. So Johnny Lombard now kicking for some space. Lombard looking for that sideline. Is he going to get there? I don't know. It stays in play. Oh, it bounces off the foot of one of the Sharks. It's Yao Pankey. Pankey picks it up. Oh, and Monty Ross can't hold on to him. There goes Yao Pankey. He's on the loose. And who stops him but none other than Mornay Vandenberg. They kick it forward. The chase is on. Who's going to get it? Oh. Did Mornay Vandenberg ever get back there and kick that ball in a touch? No. It wasn't him. I want to know if it's taken back or kicked. I think it was in the try zone. Taken back by Red. Wow. So let's see that on replay. They're saying that the Lions kicked it into the try zone. This is some great work by the Sharks here. Yao Pankey is a menace out there today. Pankey kicks that ball. Let's see. Oh, it was kicked into touch by Edwin Vandenberg. Oof. So it's a 5-meter scrum. Clock is stopped. 32-33. PJ Bota apparently is down on the pitch. The clock is stopped as they attend to him right now. Wow, that was something else. 104 people here. Welcome, folks. 56 likes. You can do better than that. Come on.
That was easy.
32-33. 7-5 is the count. Looking at people up in the stands. Everyone wearing short sleeves, shorts. Must be lovely weather. Quite warm. And you poor bastards in the sun. I hate sitting in that stadium in the sun. I did it one game. I will never do it again. That was brutal that day. It's my first time at Kings Park, and it was... Anyway, long time ago. 32-32 in the game. And it'll be a scrum to the Sharks from the 5-meter line. We've got a substitution coming. PJ Bota's going out of the game. Ooh. Don't know what happened to him. But PJ Bota goes out of the game. He'll be replaced by Morgan Nadia. No, Franco Moret, excuse me. So substitution for the Lions before we even get to halftime. And that could have an effect in here. So Mornay Vandenberg is talking to Mornay Ferrer right now about something. I'm not sure what it is. So Franco Moret comes in. And new addition to that front row. Let's see if that has an impact. Oh, it's an HIA. That's what it is. Okay. He's gone out for head injury assessment. Okay. Time back on, says Mornay Ferreira. And we're ready to get started again. Come up on halftime here. Yeah, I'm not at all unhappy if the Lions win this game, to be honest. I'm wearing a Sharks jersey, but that gets 3 teams in playoff position. The problem is that the South African sides are killing each other, splitting their games. Crouch. Behind. Set. Ball comes out the back. Oh, nice drive here, and they get a penalty advantage. Ball comes out. Yao Pankey to Hendrickson. Hendrickson, Julius gets knocked forward, and the Lions get it. We're going to come back for the penalty. So, scrum penalty there. And that's what I was worried about. They're coming up in the scrum with a new hooker in there. So, Sharks will probably kick it for the line. That would be my expectation. Oh, they want a scrum. They call for another scrum. All right. 33-41. They're going to do it again. Arc precision. Yes, someone's going to win this game. Hopefully. Now, if it's a draw, watch what happens. You look embarrassed, won't you? 33-51. Crouch. Fine. Set. Grant Williams puts it in. Oh, the Lions, a nice surge here, but a penalty already against the Lions again. If Marius Fenter down, Francois Fenter, excuse me. Sia Khaleesi's got the try. And the Sharks score. Sharks score. Sia Khaleesi. Everybody dance now. 8th try in URC action for Sia Khaleesi, Springboks captain. And that one's going to be easy to convert that try, so I'll put those points up. It's just a matter of time here, the way things are going. Well, you said it's an accurate prediction, but no guarantees on that. He could get it wrong. Clock is... All right. So that's good. It's 12-7 now. Now. Jared Kearns tried to tackle him, but he's already over the try line by the time he got his hands on him. So we'll get the restart here as Sia Khaleesi gets his 8th career try. $35.50. And that's Johnny Lombard, short of the 22, taken down there by Emil Fund. He's tackled. Ruck is formed. Grant Williams will box kick this. Oh, it's a terrible kick. Does it even go 5 meters? It's caught over there by Mornay Feinberg. Mornay Feinberg is everywhere, man. Oh, that ball went backwards by Labakanye. Managed to hold on to it. Where's the ball at? It comes out of there. Somehow the Lions have it. Franco Murray now with his first carry. Mornay Feinberg kicks it over the top. Is it going to stay in play? Oh, he just missed. It's going to come all the way back. It's good effort. But, man, he has really changed the Lions. What a stud. So glad to see him finally get his call up. What's this? And lineout's good for the Sharks. Taken back. Inside of 22. Hendrickson kicks it down the pitch. It's going to stay in play. Mafura has it. He's going to come trotting up, looking for something at midfield. He kicks it high into there, but that goes nowhere. It went backwards. Oh, good job by Mornay Feinberg. Just hear that ball. Who else but Mornay Feinberg? The Sharks come away with it. Sia Khaleesi down the sideline with it. He's near that touch line. Still going. Grant Williams. Oh, man. Nearly got away. Ethan Hooker. Vincent Koch. Fenter. Lorenzo Julius on the outside. He's tackled. Boy, the Lions are in trouble here, and they just had the upper hand. Well, that was an awkward move there by Lapis Labiskakny. He's lucky he didn't pull something. Grant Williams now to Vincent Koch. Koch tackled. Williams. Hendrickson. Francois Fenta driving forward. Well, the Lions are just reacting. They're not ahead of this. Sharks now. There's a penalty against the Lions for being offside. Oh, ball. They're going backwards here. Are they going to take the penalty advantage, or what's going on here? No, they still have possession. So Grant Williams kicks it forward, chases on, but he's held. Oh, Jason Jenkins offloads that ball to Oxen Che. Gets it over to Van Heerden. And there's a penalty against the Lions. They're all laughing. Come back here. Going to come back for the previous penalty. Everybody's giggling about that. I think the Sharks will go for the post. What are they going to do? Going to go for the post? Sia comes over to find out what's going on. Yep, they're going to go for the post. That'll give them a 2-score lead. And Garrett likes the shirt. So half-day work like a bomb. What is that? So we're nearly at halftime here. A chance for the Sharks to extend that lead to a 2-score difference. So Jordan Hendrickson has made one of his 2 kicks thus far. Missed the first conversion. Made the second one. This is the first penalty kick of the game for him. Looks like the crowd has been building during the game. Oh, it's wide right. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, that was a terrible kick, an easy conversion. Hendrickson off his mark there. So it's 12-7, and it was just before the Hooters, so we're going to get the drop kick, and they kick it into touch. That's going to take us to halftime, and the Sharks lead, 12-7. A lot of excitement, but not a lot of scoring. Interesting first half. Joel Stransky on the television announcing crew there. It's almost like it's guaranteed it's a Joel Stransky day when it's the Sharks playing. Halftime, 12-7. Well, there you go, folks. All right, 12-7 at halftime. Yeah, so the Cheetahs are playing. Let me check in and see if I can even catch that game. Let me say Cheetahs. They start in here in a couple minutes. So Flow Rugby, I'll see if that game's even covered. Does not look like that's even a game available to me. So let me go to the schedule, make sure. The one I want to cover is France, Ireland, but unfortunately I'm unable to do that, folks. Okay, so it's March 8th. No, the Cheetahs is a game not even available to me. It's not covered by my service. All I can cover today from this service is the Sharks and Lions. And Chris, okay, the rest is all Super Rugby crap out in the Pacific Islands. Yeah, I'd have to go to Peacock to cover the Six Nations, but I would normally cover the Six Nations. Unfortunately, I am unable to do that because I have to go to this wake. So when I come back from the wake, I'll do an unusual broadcast probably on my news channel, which is having a good day. Having a good day on the news channel, folks. Yep. Got a video that's about to go over 100,000 views if things go well. Let me take a look real quick. There it is. 96,000 on that video. Yeah, so another hour or so, maybe it'll hit 100,000 if we're lucky. Fingers on that. Sorry. Huh. Sorry, some smartass responding to one of my videos, so I just gave him a smartass reply. Sometimes you have to do that with clowns like that. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, so let's talk about the URC standings. For those who left, my apologies. Multitasking here. So if we look at the standings real quick, I'll tell you Leinster is just the class of URC this year, but they've got to get it done in the end. They've got to get it done. Leo Cullen has got to get it done in the end. So they're 12 wins from 12 games, 9 bonus points. They are 13 points ahead of their closest competitor, which is Glasgow, who've lost 4 games. This is huge difference. This is like watching Bayern München play against the rest of the Bundesliga with a huge record, almost no losses. So in this case, no loss for Leinster. They have a 194-point differential. Nobody's close. Only 4, 5, 6. Well, in the top of the log, only 4 teams have a positive point differential, and the Sharks is by 1. So, what a game. It was back and forth, back and forth. Look, it was going to be a high-scoring affair, and it just kind of calmed down pretty quickly there. Lots of exciting play, but no points being scored. Hayani Shimangi on the sidelines talking to, who's on the pitch down there? Is it Matthew Pierce? I can't see. You know, you listen to Hayani Shimangi, and you think he looks a certain way. And he doesn't look that way. Oh, microphone not working. Butch James. His mic wasn't working initially. Anyway, so back to the table. So in the 8 teams, we got 1, 2, 3 Irish sides, 2 South African sides, and 2 Scotland sides, both of them, along with 1 Welsh side. Cardiff doing particularly surprising. Oh, they have a losing record, but they're in 6th position, 5 wins, a draw, and 6 losses, but 31 points because they have 9 bonus points. Edinburgh also with a losing record of 5 and 7 and 30 points. Connacht, this is a really bizarre situation. 3 of the top 8 teams have losing records, and they're in playoff position. Meanwhile, the Lions have a winning record, and they're out of the playoffs at the moment. Go figure. Go figure. But today, they'll either be 6 and 6 or they'll be 7 and 5. If they're 6 and 6, they could move up into playoff position. But they're going to have to get some points here. If the Lions lose today, but they get a bonus point for the point differential and bonus point for the try score, then they would move up in the standings. That's an unusual situation, but that would give them 30 points and put them into 7th position, knocking Connacht down and Edinburgh down 8th position. If they win this, they'll go to 32, puts them into 6th place. If they get a bonus point from the tries, that would put them in 5th place. So all kinds of things happen. The Sharks aren't going anywhere. Nothing will happen. They won't lose their position, win or lose or draw today. They'll stay in 4th position. But they're in better shape if they win this game, particularly with the bonus point. But they've got halfway to that bonus point for tries scored. They've scored 2 tries. But they've got work to do in the second half, to say the least. So let me see if my Super Brew is improving. It was pretty ugly. Yeah, I've got the Sharks winning by 7. Right now they're up by 5. They give me 2 points. I desperately need that. My Super Brew has been ugly. It's the Varsity Cup that killed me. I made those picks and they didn't register for some reason. So Mornay Feinberg has been everywhere. On defense, on offense, kicking the ball, put it everywhere. A nice draw will be good for me, says Fleshin. Hey, Fleshin, how you doing there? Yeah, it's a lot better than Super Rugby. What? What are you guys talking about over in the chat? Pete says something for 100,000 views. What's that? $1,000 for tipping illegal immigrants in some U.S. states. What? Andre said, looking very unexcited. Well, the game is pretty boring, man. That's like 2 games in a row we've called been very boring. I was really looking forward to the France and Ireland game today. I would have been excited for that for Ireland, but unfortunately I won't be able to call that because I have to go to a wake for someone I don't even know. I just have to go because it's my responsibility. So, but you have to do this. It's just a matter of decorum and doing the right thing. but it does interfere with my day, which is kind of a drag. I want to check in and see if this thing's actually registering views properly still. Yeah, it is. 300 views since I looked at it. Okay, cool. Well, that first half, let's take a look at this halftime stats, folks. We've got possession 56-44 in favor of the Sharks. That's a huge shift. The first 10 minutes, it was the opposite direction. 62 carries for the Sharks, 47 for the Lions. Lions made 61 tackles. And the Sharks now have complete dominance here, 344 meters to 180. Yeah, so that's a huge turnaround from the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game. The Sharks really turned it on there in the last 20 minutes of that first half, that second half. Right, so that's a big change from how the game started. Sharks were looking pretty iffy. Lions have a lot of work to do in the second half. The only guy out there that's really playing for the Lions is Morney Feinberg. I mean, he's the man of the match, regardless who wins this game. He's been everywhere, doing everything, all the time. It's been the Morney Feinberg show. So the sun started off the pitch, but as the sun descends in the west now, the shadows have moved from not on the field to on the field to about 1/3 of the way across. So Super Sport broadcasting this, and they go to commercial right now. The URC, folks. URC action. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, so let me save this. I found myself a good symbol here that I want to use for something later on. Right. Okay, so where are we at here? All right. Let me see what's going on in the chat with you guys. It is hot in Durban. They're all sweating. Yeah, Andres, I'm looking a little excited because it's a very boring game. I mean, it's some exciting moments, but it just kind of dies. What the hell is going on here? Arc Precision, what's going on with you today? You're drinking alcohol? You're behaving very poorly in the chat. Give you a timeout here. South teams go back to Super Rugby, then they'll crush them. No, they're not going to the Super Rugby. That's a big mistake. They need to stay in URC. That's the competition. That's more exciting than English Premier League. That's more exciting than the French 14. A lot better than Super Rugby. Better than Major League Rugby. Yeah, it's the best. In fact, Major League Rugby, I haven't taken a look at that. I haven't really watched any of the games this season. Well, so let's take a look over there. Just kind of lost my interest, and I haven't had a chance to go to any of the games because I'm doing these games here. Plus, I've been so busy with all the stuff happening with South Africa. So, nobody's undefeated in that conference. Only San Diego and Utah are undefeated after 3 games. But Utah's just played 2. So, oh, yeah, that's right. So, the Old Glory team is 1 win, 1 loss. They're playing today. So it just really hasn't held my interest. So, after all these years trying to get Major League Rugby going, it's just not playing out so well. Hopefully, they'll get their act together. It was exciting for the first couple of years, but it hasn't been very impressive late. So, kind of lost my interest there. Let's see if the Rugby Network still has their games. They were carrying them for free. There we go, the Rugby Network. Been a while since I logged in there. Let's see if it even remembers me. Okay. What's it saying now? Am I logging in? I'm in. Yep. Exeter versus Ealing. Oxford versus Cambridge. These are varsity matches. So, replay Houston versus Seattle. Yeah, the games are here. Bristol Bears versus Newcastle. Gloucester versus Leicester. So, let's see what games are coming up. Major League Rugby. Are they only showing replays here? I don't know if they're playing. Let's see replays. Let's see for upcoming. Upcoming today, they've got Oxford, St. Mary's. Oh, these are only replays, I guess. All right, here we go. Second half action. We're underway. Never did put the halftime marker up there. Johnny Lombard kicks this ball down inside the 22, taken down there by Lapis Labasakne. Labasakne with a carry forward. Sharks now with the ball just outside their 22, 40 minutes, 13 seconds. Okay, the Sharks, despite all that dominance, are only leading by 5 points. They better hope the Lions don't get a line break here and score a try unexpectedly. And Johnny Lombard catches it at his 22. He runs all the way up to the 10-meter line, then kicks it into the air. And that ball's going to come to the near side in the shadows where it's caught over here by Immelman. He kicks it over the top. It's still in play. Taken down there by Lombard. Sends it over to Morning Vandenberg. Vandenberg, he dodges around one player. And that's Corné Rawls in the game. Ball bounces, takes a bad bounce, but Vincent Kolk cleans up the mess. And the Sharks, there goes Hendrickson, cuts through. Oh, 3 guys missed the tackle. Oh, Francois Fenter, it's tipped up in the air by the Lions. Grant Williams goes wide. The Sharks down to the 22. Bongi Ambanami breaks through. Down to 12 meters away. Grant Williams comes back towards the center. He's got Hendrickson dancing. He's driven backwards by the Lions. The Lions making some big mistakes there. Give up a lot of territory. Grant Williams, Corné Rawls with the carry. Rawls tackled. That advantage is over now for sure. Ethan Hooker down to the 5-meter line. Sharks are knocking on the door. Jason Jenkins tackled at the 4-meter line. Grant Williams to Pepsi Buthelezi. Buthelezi tackled at the 5-meter line by Marius Lowe. Corné Rawls. Oh, what a big hit there. Oof. Ruben Skuman. Grant Williams digs it out. They're working towards the middle of the pitch now. Jenkins again with the carry. Vincent Kolk drives forward down to 2 meters. And but they jackal it. The Lions got it. Once again, Jared Cairns, but he got hit. He's laying on the ground in pain. Cairns is down. He got hit hard in the stomach or something. Morné Vandenberg kicks it, but it's hit by one of the Sharks players. And Sia Khaleesi picks it up at about the 19-meter line. So that didn't go well for Morné Vandenberg. Vincent Kolk, that's a forward pass. Oh, Vincent Kolk is falling down in the forward pass. I don't know what he was thinking. But Cairns is in pain. Still back down by the 5-meter line. Well, Jared Cairns, he take one in the breadbasket or what? That's great job stealing the ball. And then, I don't know, somebody hit him or what. I want to see a replay on that. Yeah, Van Heerden went out of the game. And as I said, Corné Rawls came in. So great job by Cairns. He stole that ball. Oh, that's a neck roll, man. Let's see how he got injured, though. And while we're at it, Bongi Ambanami is getting some treatment again, too. So the Sharks waste another scoring opportunity. That's 3 or 4 they wasted down low. They should already have a bonus point in this game. These people with these ridiculous tattoos, I'm sorry. Just don't get it. It's Jake's birthday. Whoever Jake is, his 13th birthday. Congratulations. Oops, I got the lid on there. Good crowd out there today. It's fun watching the kids when they go up in the stands. Bongi is, did they tape him up? They taped up his right ankle. So, second half action here. They're showing a replay of the first half, that try. Brilliant work. Grant Williams scored that try. Crouch. Fine. Marius Lowe kicks it over the top. That's going to bounce around midfield into the hands. Is it Creel? I can't see. No, it's Immelman. Sorry. It was hard to see when that light changed there. Stolen by the Lions. Well done. Is that Marius Lowe who got it? Then Morné Vandenberg kicks it down the pitch. It's going to bounce inside the 22. It's a nice kick all the way down to 5 meters before Hendrickson can run it down. Jordan Hendrickson kicks it to the sideline under pressure from Monty Ross. Well, it's hard to see who's what because the light keeps changing down there. Black jerseys, you can't see them in that shadow when it goes from sunlight. So, it'll be a Lions line out. 15 turnovers by the Lions, 11 by the Sharks. A lot of mistakes in this game. No rain, no wind, and 26 turnovers. 44 minutes into the contest. That's almost one per minute. One per every minute, 20 seconds. That's crazy. That really disrupts the flow of the game, that many turnovers, and that's why we see what we see here. Okay, so it looks like P.J. Bota didn't come back from that HIA, and another substitution for the Lions here. Steenkamp comes in. Lions get the line out successfully. Comes in for Jared Cairns, who was injured there on that shot down low. Ball's available. Nice pass back to Monty Ross. Monty Ross, goes backwards. Picked up by Morne Vandenberg. Always Johnny on the spot is Morne Vandenberg. Saving that ball. Was laying on the turf there. Sloppy play by the Lions. Kick forward. Chase is on. There's no fast guy. Grant Williams going to get there. Oh, man. And the Sharks play on. Crowd is screaming offside, but there's no offside line there. What's the penalty? What's going on here? Oh, they are saying they're offside. They said the ruck was formed. Bongan Benabi is coming out of the game. He'll be replaced by Fez and Bata. Boy, Grant Williams got a face full of chalk. He's got white paint all over his face. Lions had the ball and screwed it up. Where's the ruck? There's no ruck formed there. There was never any ruck formed. No, penalty against the Lions for being offside, but there was never any ruck formed. It's a bogus call. 45-44 now. Well, Bunge's still in there. He's not coming out. I think they want to bring Fez and Bata in, though. He's stretching over the sideline. There you go. Uncontested. See a Khaleesi down the near side to Bunge, down to 2 meters away. Sharks in great shape. They're over. Khaleesi is going to get a brace of tries here. He doesn't have the ball. When did he score? Sia Khaleesi with the try. Up to 9 tries now. See this again. Oh, he just picked up and went and drove over. Okay, good. Yeah, that's a good try by Sia Khaleesi. There was a gap there. He saw it. He identified and went across. And he missed it. So 17-7. 10-point lead for the Sharks now. All right. $17-7 now. 47 minutes in. Johnny Lombard. Lions, they got themselves in that bind, but just turned the ball over unnecessarily a few minutes ago. And it went backwards off of the Lions, so the Sharks have it. Ruck is formed. Grant Williams digs it out. Goes back inside 22, so we're going to have to keep it in play. Kick down the middle of the pitch. Back here, Mafur digs it out. Up to the 10-meter line, looking to see where he's going to go with it. He does a kick, but it's hit by one of the Sharks. It went backwards, and the Lions recover it. Morne Vandenberg kicks down the pitch now. That's a nice kick down to about the 22. Well done by Morne Vandenberg. I don't know. That's 2 missed conversions, right? Should be 21-7. If the Lions start to get their act together, it could be critical conversions missed. Now Fez Mbata comes in and Bongiam Benami is out. Boy, Fez is getting bigger. Also, Hanru Jacobs comes in for Vincent Cook. So some change in that front row. Sharks line out just around their 22. This will be Fez Mbata's first line out. Just comes into the game. He gets it to Cornet Rawl. Grant Williams over into the center. Mkunu, who's still out there in that front row. He's tackled. Pick and go by Khaleesi. Doesn't really get anywhere. Grant Williams has it. Hendrickson launches it from inside his 22 to the near side. Cannot see where the ball's at. It's knocked on by Yao Penke. He had a good effort there, but he just lost it forward in the shadows. And here come the Lions down the near side. And they go the opposite way. Reinhard Jonker's in the game. They go wide. Frankie Horn down the sideline looking for somebody to get it to. There's no one to get it to. He's still driving. Frankie Horn's still driving. Nicely done by Frankie Horn. As I said, Reinhard Jonker came in the game. I don't see who he replaced. Maybe it was Monty Ross. Lions now. They got to get something going here quickly. Oh, nice pass to Richard Creel. Down the sideline comes Creel. He does the dummy. Richard Creel's going to go almost all the way. He got it. Richard Creel does the dummy and goes all the way for the Lions. Wow. And they're back in the game just like that. Wow. Ooh, it was like the Red Sea just parted there. Moses and the parting of the Red Sea there is Richard Creel. Brilliant pass by Morning Fonderberg to set this thing up. And a dummy, they pretended they threw that ball to, my goodness, Marius Lowe. So Creel gets the try. Excellent work there by the Lions. Johnny Lombard's going to have to rush. He's only got 9 seconds to kick this because the tee took forever. People screwing off. 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. If he misses this, it's because the team let him down, and he is going to miss it. Yep, and his team let him down. Yep, he missed the conversion because he had to rush through it. That's not Johnny Lombard's fault. Whoever is screwing off getting that tee out there, they ought to be fired from the Lions team. Unbelievable. Stupid. Just cost him 2 points because he had a straight kick, but he rushed it. Unbelievable. That cost them dearly. Man, shame, 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 shame. Creel with a try. 51 minutes in the contest now. 5-point difference now. The Sharks out in front at home. Kings Park. Lions need a victory here to stay in the hunt. Or 2 more tries. And Hakeem Kuneni comes in the game for the Sharks. Mornay Feinberg gets on the restart from his 5-meter line, runs the other side of the pitch, and then sends it down. Where's it going to go? Wow, in a touch at midfield. They can keep it in play. Hendrickson brings it back into play, but that was a long kick. Nice tackle there by Mafuro. Mafuro gets a tackle. Lions, Marius Lowe, not Marius Lowe. Franco Murray complaining about he was being grabbed there at the breakdown. Call to use it. Fez Mbata to Mkunu. Mkunu drives forward. And right on top, is that Mornay Fonderberg buried at the bottom of that pile? It is Mornay Fonderberg. Guys, everywhere. Grant Williams high into the air. The chase is on. Who's going to get this one? Oh, what a great catch. Hit in the air. That's a penalty. Went for fair contact. Wow, that was very brave by Gianni Lombard. So is that a penalty? I'm not sure if that's a penalty. I think because he called a fair catch. So he kicks it down the pitch. And that ball goes into the stands. Let's see where the mark is. That's about the 47-meter line. That was a contest. Okay. They both went for the ball. Yeah, that's fair. That's no penalty. All right, so it'll be Sharks line out. Johnny Lombard, that was gutsy, man. That's not straight by the Lions. Come on. That went like a meter backwards. Not by the Lions, by the Sharks. Sharks have not a straight line out, and they still retain possession. That's crap. Morning Ferrer needs to get his glasses on. Cornet Raw with a big man carry there down inside the 10-meter line. Grant Williams digs it out of the ruck. Khaleesi, tackle or miss. This is Khaleesi back to the 10-meter line. Here come the Sharks to the near side. Nearly chased down. I can't see who it went into touch. I think it would be Lions ball. No. Can't see. Not sure there. Camera work was terrible. It is the Lions ball. Touched by one of the Sharks. So it'll be a Lions line out now over midfield. They need another try here quickly. An unconverted try will tie the game. A conversion would take the lead. Franco Murray getting instructions from Morne Vandenberg. Line out successful. One-handed. Great job by the Lions. Come away with that. Lombard. Steenkamp now. Morne Vandenberg. Oh, nice dummy there. Oh, Monty Ross breaks through the 10-meter line. Here comes Gianni Lombard. Down to the 22. Oh, and he throws it right to Henry Immelman. The Sharks have it. Oh, Immelman was offside. And he gets away with one there. Ball's kicked up the pitch. Mafur gives chase all the way back to his 35-meter line. You're going to have to run towards the middle, fella. Avoids the first Shark, then runs into... Oh, flip backwards. And not releasing the ball here, but Morne Vandenberg is there. Oh, there's space on the outside. Oh, come on. Offside there by the Sharks. Monty Ross driving forward. He's tackled. My goodness. Oof. Monty Ross doing a good job out there today. Picked up a lot of space for the Lions, but Lions got to get something going here. Vandenberg's going to box kick it over the top, down in the Sharks' territory around the 38-meter line, and Yalpenki can't get it. And here comes Morgan Nardia picking up about 10 meters for a front rower. Jonker now with a carry. Jonker's down. He got hit in the face. Reinhard Jonker got hit in the face. It's a knock-on by the Lions, they're saying, but Jonker got hit in the face. I don't really know. Joel Stransky saying it's a hugely entertaining game. I don't think it's hugely entertaining. I think it's been mildly entertaining, Joel. Disagree with you on that one. No, Dion, just the jersey I'm wearing today. The Sharks jersey is a little tight on me. I gotten chubby here and fat, not exercising. Hopefully I can get back to exercising soon. Not used to being chubby. And so that I don't want to sit here uncomfortable in the jersey the whole time. So that's the real reason I'm wearing the Lions jersey. But I'm not a Lions supporter anyway, or a Sharks supporter. Just calling the game. Usually when I play neutral sides like this, I change the jersey. 17 turnovers for the Lions, 14 for the Sharks, 31 turnovers. Wow. It's just crazy, folks. So we got a big break in the action here. Not really sure who's getting treated down there. Maybe it's Jonker still. Marius Jonker was, or Reinhard Jonker, excuse me. Reinhard Jonker was got hit in the face. We're going to look to see if it was foul play. Oh, they are looking at the TMO. Let's see. Okay, they're ready. Let's see. Okay, can we see? All right, here we go. TMO. Oh, yeah. See Khaleesi threw a shoulder. That's a card on Khaleesi. That's going to be a card on Sia Khaleesi. That's why it went down like that. That's going to be a card, I think. Oof. Player's not falling into him. Give me a break. He led with the shoulder. Penalty, no card. Okay, that's fine. I'll accept that. Well, I disagree, Joel. Joel Stransky. He leaned in with that shoulder. You can say he looked away, but he had him at a disadvantage. So he's off the pitch now. He left the game. He's replaced by James Fenter. So Sia Khaleesi goes out. So this is a kickable one. So this time they got the tee out there for Lombard. They had a half an hour to get it out there. 56 minutes now. This will bring the Lions within 2 if he can make it. It would have been a tie game had somebody shown up with that tee earlier in time. So he only has 92 career points, Gianni Lombard. Didn't seem like he had a lot more. 56-36. Here comes the kick from the Lions. Plenty of time in the shot clock now, 41 seconds. And the flags go up, and it's 17-15. If they hadn't been for that conversion, man, oh man. Penalty was on Sia Khaleesi. He shoulder right into his jaw. All right, 17-15 now. We still got 23 minutes left in the game. I have no way of checking on the cheetahs. I don't have a broadcast for that. None of my sources are providing the cheetahs game. Well, that ball's all the way back to the try line. Morne Vandenberg going to kick it down the pitch, looking for touch. What an incredible kick over midfield, taken back there by Immelman. He brings it back into play, gets it over to Hendricks, who dances around the 45-meter line. The Lions get him down at their own 10-meter line. So that's a pretty good job there by Morne Vandenberg again. Grant Williams kicks it over the top. The chase is on. And who's down there? Morne Vandenberg. He takes the mark over his shoulder, runs and catches it over his shoulder and takes the mark. That's incredible. This man is just superhuman. He is just everywhere. Morne Vandenberg is almost single-handedly keeping the Lions in this game. From inside his 22. He kicks it into touch. And this one the Sharks can't bring back into play. It goes right back to the spot he kicked a moment ago. So Lions right now would be in 8th place because they pick up a bonus point. Yeah. Wow. Wow. So Sharks line up. Fez and Bata will throw it in just on their side of the pitch. Line out successful, not really contested by the Lions. They go over the middle. Fenta to Ethan Hooker. He bounces off the first tackle, but it was Lombard. He held on to him. Lombard trying to roll away. Took him a moment to get away. Corne Rawl gets to Henderson. Henderson, that's a flat pass on the outside to Fez and Bata, and who gets him? But Morne Vandenberg. The ball's live. But they're still playing. That looked like a knock-on, but no one called a knock-on. How is that not called a knock-on back there? The Lions have to chase it down the 5-meter line. Gee, many crickets. Morne Vandenberg made the tackle, and he's all the way back now here for the scrum, 20 meters, 30 meters behind where he was. All right, okay, so we got a penalty advantage here for the Lions for being offside. Oh, that's a gift for the Lions. Dumb penalty by the Sharks there. I thought there was a knock on him, but they were still playing it live. That could have been a try. Man. So Morne Vandenberg's going to kick this from his 5-meter line. Stay on side, gentlemen. Off his right boot. He's very talented. Either boot, left or right, he does a good job. $60 minutes. Last 20 minutes of the game. Contest here. Very exciting at this point. All right, so the Lions have to have a good line out here. They go short. Oh, nearly break free. Ruck is formed. Darian Landsberg with a carry going nowhere. Lions got to play mistake-free rugby here at this point. Morne Vandenberg, box kick. Penke goes up, and it goes back to the Lions. They come away with it. Franco Murray with ball comes loose. Got a knock on against the Sharks. So it'll be a scrum to the Lions. I never saw that knock on because the shadows. .61 minutes in the contest now, folks. 3 tries to 2. Sharks out in front, 17-15. The Lions would get a bonus point with a loss at this stage. And substitution. Okay, we're going to see Jaden Hendrickson come in the game now. And Hakeem Kanani went out. So somebody must have been in for HIA. So Ethan Hooker's back in the game. So Jaden Hendrickson will come into the game, replacing Grant Williams. Crouch. Bind. It's a scrum to the Lions here at 61-38. Picked up by Morning Funderburg. Throws it wide. He's got it on the wing. Goes back inside the Lions. Great play there. Edwin Funderburg has it now. Playing the role of scrum half. He gets it over to Lombard. Lombard to Monty Ross. Monty Ross cuts back inside. Monty Ross gets a pass off to Morning Funderburg. Morning Funderburg. Oh! Darian Landsberg lost it forward. Oh. Going to come back for an early tackle penalty. Landsberg, head of steam. The Lions did a great job. So, is this from midfield? Where is this from? The 10-meter line? This could be a makeable penalty. I can't see where the line mark is. So, what's going on here? I don't show replays here. I'm trying to see where the ball's at. Could we quit looking at replays? Okay, I don't know where it was, but they kicked for territory. So it must have been too far for the penalty conversion. So it's a Lions line out from the 22 now. Boy, if they get a penalty here, they could take the lead. 17 minutes remain, folks. It's a knife edge here at Kings Park in Durban. Lions trailing by 2, desperate need a win here to move up into playoff position. Although technically, if the game ended the way it is right now, they would be in playoff position. Okay, Lorenzo Julius goes out of the game, and Jaden Hendrickson comes in. Does Grant Williams stay out there then? Ball. Oh, the Lions are driving hard. 22 down to 10, 12 meters away. Still going. Ball's available. They go over the middle. Kicked over the top. Can Monty Ross get there? No. We got a penalty. Grant Williams is still out there. He moved out to the wing. My goodness. So that was a great rolling maul. But we're going to come back for a penalty. So I got to tell you, folks, at this stage of the game, if that's a penalty, you take the points on offer. Jason Jenkins is down, and Morny Feinberg is kicking to the corner instead of taking the points. This is a bad move. They should have taken the points and put themselves in lead. It's a bad decision by the Lions there. They better score here. Penalty is for strapping. I don't think I've heard that one called before. What is going on? We got a Sharks player getting treatment back here. And they're all talking while that happens. Lions, let's go. Five-minute lineout. The Lions have got to score here. They just passed up 3 easy points. We're down to 16 minutes left. Lineout successful to Landsberg. Landsberg, they're driving. Rolling maul, but they're close to that touchline. They better get it out of there. Look at these guys swimming. Look at Fez and Batas up the side of the maul. Still going. Penalty advantage. The Lions are going to cross. They're across. They got it. They've scored a try. Is it Marius Lowe? I can't see who it is. No, it's Franco Murray. Franco Murray. Wow. The Lions score. Ooh, boy, it paid off for them. Conversion is going to be difficult, though, from this angle. Franco Murray with a try. His 3rd career try. Wow. You're going to start cheering for the Lions now. I see that. If the Sharks don't come back, they will have collapsed 2 weeks in a row here. Wow, that's a good try there. My goodness. The Lions up now 20-17, awaiting the conversion. It's going to be a tough conversion. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Kick is good, but the whistle was blown. They're looking for obstruction there. I think there might have been obstruction. But if it is obstruction, there was a penalty. They were playing penalty advantage, so it shouldn't matter. Let's see. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm watching the replay here. So what's the problem here? It looks fine. I don't see. Let's see. Hey, Emery, how's it going? I think they're fine too. I don't see what the problem is. Yeah, that's right, Joel. So I don't know what the issue is here. Looks good to me. He's driven into there. Right. Right, so it's a try. Correct. I agree with those facts. It's going to stand. Try stands. Ha ha! Now, did he get the conversion or not? Because they've blown the whistle, so I think he may have to kick it again. Well, he kicked it, and it counted. Now he has to kick it again. Oh, he's got 60 seconds. He started rushing. So Johnny Lombard made the first kick when the whistle was blown, so now he's got to make it again. It's a 3-point difference right now, and this is a critical with just 15 minutes remaining in the game for the Lions to make this conversion. Lombard had to rush one of these because the tee wasn't out there. And he's going to right down the middle. And Johnny Lombard gives them a 5-point lead. The Lions now with 3 tries. Wow. Wow. 22-17 after all that. Anne Marie is here. I'm surprised. You're not. There's no Formula One today, obviously. Here's a restart. Lions got to be smart about this. They don't. It bounces up in the turf. It's just bouncing around. Finally, Johnny Lombard picks up. It's going to be a knock on. And not smart. The Lions knock it on as soon as they get the ball back. Unbelievable. Stupid mistake. They're going to get right back. They get the lead, and they turn it over. What a dumb sequence of events. My goodness. Cannot live with success, can you, boys? Big mistake. Must be cloudy outside. I'm getting no solar power. What's going on here? Crouch. Bind. Sharks. Set. Sharks are just 5 meters away. Call to use it. There's a penalty advantage there. What's the advantage for? And the Sharks go wide. Stolen by Creel, but for no to naught because there was a penalty called. Collapse. Conrad van Vuren. Wow. So Creel with a nice steal, but it does not matter as it was a penalty. Ugh, tattoos and nose piercings. Good God. Why do people think that's attractive? Sorry. Making salad. Hey, 161 people currently here. 1,400 likes for a Sharks game. Pretty cool. Good to see you all here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. 67-36 in the second half. 3 tries apiece. Lions have the advantage in the scoreboard, but the Sharks are just 5 meters out for a scrum. The Lions need a big win on a scrum penalty here, but they have not. Bind. Set. Jaden Hendrickson puts it in. It's not going anywhere here. Oh, Hendrickson. To his brother Jordan, who's tackled at the 5-meter line. Jaden digs it out, goes wide. Oh, it's lost forward by the Sharks. Wait. That's a penalty, and it's not lost forward. They're screaming they got to try, but it was lost forward. Nick Hatton, who came in the game, didn't see him come in. I think that was lost forward. So they're going to go to the booth. Okay, we're going to go up and see if he got it or not. Let's see. Here's the replay. Hatton's drive. Oh, I think he might have got it. It depends. Okay, the try's awarded. So that's a bonus point for the Sharks. And the Lions have no one to blame but themselves. Couldn't secure that restart. So Hatton gets the try. Just came in the game. Boy, the Lions just squandered a great opportunity here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nick Hatton with a try. And he hit the post. It's a tie game. Unbelievable. Hendrickson hits the post. Wow. 22-22. Who said earlier that it was somebody was going to win? I said, what if they get a draw? Right now, we're in draw territory, folks. Wow. Boland's killing the Cheetahs. 19-7. Thanks for that update. Appreciate that. Where'd Arc Precision go? I haven't seen Arc Precision in the chat for a while. The restart. Sharks come down with it. Izan Esterhuizen in the game now for the Lions. Jaden Hendrickson kicks it high into the air. 22-22 now. Oh, he's taken out. No position of contest for the ball. And Yao Penke takes Creel down viciously in the air. So that's going to be a penalty, but it's not kickable. It's a little too far. If we were at high, oh, Richard Creel's down now. He got hit hard in the air. Where does he land at? Most of his weight landed on top of Yao Penke, so that's not too bad. Let's see this from the hits angle here. Yeah, most of his weight landed on Yao Penke. So they're going to kick for territory here. Uh-oh. Getting a card for it. Yep, yellow card to Yao Penke. That's now Jaden Hendricks is complaining. That's not your place. You're not the captain out there. Or maybe he is. So Morning Feinberg is going to kick for distance here. We got a yellow card, our first of the game. And it's going to be to the Sharks, Penke. Line out for the Lions. And it's not straight. They lose it. They lost it. Oh, the Lions just can't live with themselves. Success. Great opportunity. Knocked on. Oh, my goodness. Last 10 minutes, they had a chance to get the ball in play, and they screw it up. Let's see it. Oh, he grabbed his arm. No wonder. How about playing the man in the air? That should have been a penalty against the Sharks. Unbelievable. He grabbed his arm. No wonder he lost the ball. 9 minutes left. Wow, 22-22. Yeah, Arc Precision got timed out, but he didn't have to leave, Chris Murray. Crouch. Bind. Set. Penalty against the Lions. And the Sharks kick it forward. Knocked on by the Lions. That's a penalty. Are you going to go for the points? No. So Hendricks will kick for some territory here. So the Lions get themselves in trouble again after they were given a break because they missed a conversion kick, kept it at a tie. But it's unfortunate because that should have been a penalty on the line out to begin with. It should have been Lions ball kicking for points. Yeah, Johnny Lombard called for an intentional knock on there. 22-22 with just 7.5 minutes remaining in this game. A penalty here will do the Lions in. Right now they get 2 points. And Monty Ross is limping out there. So down around the 22, Fez and Bata. Good time for the Lions to steal one. They go deep. They come down with it. Cornet Raw. They're into them all. Lions have got to adjust quickly here. All right, Sharks take it to ground, but they're deep. Oh, come on. Tackle. Oh, there's going to be a penalty there. It's a high tackle. No call there. Advantage for being offside. Oh, my goodness. That's disaster for the Lions. They've just given up 3 points easily there. Another penalty in the middle. That's right in front of the post. So that's going to be... they blow the whistle and go. Hendrickson, he's tackled 2 meters out. They're going to want the try instead of the 3 points. Pick and go. Is it Hooker? Short. This will be a bonus point try if they get it. They're short. Lions desperate here to stop them. Lions have given this game away if they lose it. Short again. Held up. Held up by the Lions, but there was a penalty, so is the penalty advantage over? Yeah, penalty advantage is over. Penalty advantage is over. The Sharks squander that. Lions kick the ball very quickly, but there's nobody up there on defense. Taken at the 10-meter line by Immelman. Immelman's down to the 22 before anyone even shows up to tackle him. He's tackled inside the 22. So the Sharks, once again, chance to win this game here late. Just 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Oh, that's crap. So Marius Lowe lets himself be hit with the ball cynically there. Should have just stayed on the ground. Call for offsides. So Jaden Hendricks steals 3 points for the Sharks right there. And they're going to go for the post. It's not Marius Lowe. It's Hunter Jacobs. Stupid decision. Just lay on the ground, man. Roll away. Idiot. The Lions have their heads up their asses, that's for sure. So Hendricks, Jaden missed the first kick. This is going to be easy for him to make. 5 minutes. It's going to be less than 5 minutes by the time. That's an easy kick. He's taking all day here, taking his time. Got 26 seconds left. By the time he's done, it'll be about 4 minutes left on the clock before they even kick the ball. And the Lions have screwed the pooch here and just given a game away. Stupid decisions. Stupid play there. That cost your team the game right there. He hit the post and it went through. Unbelievable. He hit the post and it went through. Bounced through sideways. So better lucky than good. Terrible kicking by Jaden Hendrickson. Now the Sharks up by 3. So Lions will get in. If it ends this way, they'll be in playoff position, but Sharks regather on the restart. They're down to 4 minutes left here. The Lions need to get a penalty here to even things up. Ball's available. Call to use it. Call to use it. Still hasn't used it. Hendricks over the top. Creel. Can't get it. And it goes into touch. Oh, dear God. Another mistake by the Lions. Scrum or line out. What are they going to do? Knock on into touch. 3.5 minutes remain. Line out. Sharks line out. Substitution and player down. Clock stops at 76:39. Who's the substitution? So they already said line out, but now Mbata wants a scrum. Nick Hatton getting attention for the Sharks. Last 2 games, it looks like the Sharks not playing well when they play the... Yeah, I agree. Welcome, Arno. So the Lions really pooched this one. They have to get lucky here to come back. Oof. So Nick Hatton's still getting a treatment. Oh, boy. Okay, finally ready for the line out here from the 48-meter line after Creel couldn't secure it for the Lions. Line out to the Sharks. The Lions haven't stolen a line out all day. That one's not exactly straight, but they get away with it. They're into a rolling maul. Still going forward. Ball come out. The Lions have it. Terrible pass to the wing. Edwin Findemo does a great job to keep it alive. Kicks it down the pitch. And Hendricks is going to get it. And he runs right into Jonka. Reinhard Jonka tackles him. Sharks have the ball with 2 minutes 45 seconds remaining. The Lions have got to get this back. Counter ruck coming from the Lions. Is that Mkunu still out there? Oh, it's knocked out. Picked up by Edwin Vandenberg inside the 22. He needs help. Get down there. Morty Vandenberg, of course, is down there. Oh, it's not Morty Vandenberg. It's Nico Steen. And knocked on. Oh, the Lions lost it. Oh, man. So it's a knock on by the Lions with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. That's going to seal it unless they can steal this back. Oh, my goodness. The Lions had something going there. It's Nico Steen is out there now. They threw it behind him, and he lost his footing. Oh, my goodness. He had to reach behind him because the poor pass from Nico Steen and lost his footing. Yeah, it's definitely a knock-on. No doubt about it. But Nico Steen with a shitty pass there is the reason why they turned the ball over. If the ball had been put where it's supposed to instead of behind the player, he might have had a try. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Time back on. Lions have got to win this. Luke Kanyuam on the sideline in street clothes. $116 tackles made by the Lions, just 69 by the Sharks. Oof. Crouch. Minute 45 left. Behind. Lions have got to win the scrum. Set. Lions are pushing. But Hendricks is going to get out of there. No penalty called. Grant Williams, he's tackled by Lombard. The Lions have got to get this ball back. A minute and a half left. Jaden Hendricks is going to pull it out. Counter ruck coming there. Nope, they're going to try to run through phases. Cornet Raw with it now. Oh, we got Yonkers down, grabbing his knee. Down to a minute. Call to use it. And we got a Lions player still down. 1 minute left. They kick it into. Is it going to go in touch or stay in play? It's in touch. So, unfortunately, with less than a minute, it's a line out around the 10-meter line. The only chance for Lions here is to get a drop goal somewhere. Tie it up. Last I saw, it looked like Jonker was down with an injury. Don't know why they took Mornay Funderburg out of there. Nico Stain just cost them the game. Clock was stopped. 42 meters. Got to be a good lineup by the Lions here. 36 seconds remain. Throw it in. Let's go. They go very deep, and they overthrow it, but it bounces well. The Lions get lucky there. All right, so Nico Stain to Monty Ross. Monty Ross is tackled immediately because the Sharks were offsides. And a turnover for not releasing the ball. That's going to do it. The game is over. Unbelievable. Monty Ross is complaining about a high tackle. But it doesn't matter. He said there was a high tackle, which is a shame because that would have been the chance for a penalty there. Hooter just went off. Sharks are going to win this game 25-22. And that's it. Wow. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. Final score, 25-22. Lions gave this game away. Every chance they had, they gave it away. See Khaleesi very excited about the victory. Over there giving a hug to Fossey. And it's a bonus point victory at that. And that's what they needed. So that's going to move the Sharks up the table. Well, not up the table, but they'll move their score up to 39 points on the log now and give them a very strong record of 8-4, tied with the Bulls, but 2 points behind them on the log. Wow, that's disappointing to say the very least, folks. Very disappointing. So, wow. So, final score, the home side wins this one here as the Lions did their best to give this game away, and in the end, they did give it away. They will get a bonus point. They will move into playoff position at 6 wins, 6 losses with that bonus point for the point differential. So something comes out of it. Wasn't entirely wasted for the Lions. Yeah, wow. So there you go. I had the Lions winning by 7. They won by a handful, so I get both points on the log. In my last game, I picked the Waratahs, so I got that one too. So that's a nice change. But that's going to wrap it up from here, folks. Thanks for being with me. I'm sorry I can't bring you the Six Nations, but I'm going to be I never did get that yellow card up to date, so let me turn that off. That yellow card came the last few minutes there. Where's that? Yellow card. Okay, cool. All right, 25-22 from Kings Park. The Sharks win this game. Lions choke it away. So why are Sharks so much overrated with the Springboks? The Sharks are overrated. They're not that impressive, but they are now 8 wins out of 12. So on the table, they're looking pretty good. 8-4. It's already updated. Wow, that was fast. 39 points. And the Lions, so we have 3 of the 4 South African sides in playoff position. The Lions, despite a loss, move up into the playoff position on a point differential. They're tied with Connacht with 29 points, but they're 11 points positive while Connacht is minus 19. Plus Connacht is 5-7. The Lions are 6-6. So after 2/3 of the season, the Bulls are in 3rd at 8-4. The Sharks are in 4th at 8-4. And the Lions are in 8th position. So 3 South African sides would go to the playoffs. And the Bulls and Sharks would host a game. So right now, if the playoffs were tomorrow, the Sharks would host Munster. The Bulls would host Cardiff. And I'd say both of them are likely to win. The Lions would be on the road against Leinster. They'll get crushed. So there you go. That's what's going to do it there, folks. All right. Thank you so very much. And that's going to do it for today because I can't cover the other game. But I will be back on the news channel a little bit later on covering the news. But that's going to do it for rugby. Sorry about that, but I've got to go to this wake. Bonus point victory for the Sharks, and the Lions get a point out of it for the point differential. 25-22 from Kings Park. Y'all take care. Thanks for being here. Do appreciate your support for the channel. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out there. We didn't get 100 likes. 1,700 people watch it and only 99 likes. What's up with that? That doesn't make any sense. Come on, hit the like button. Somebody hit it. There we go. That was easy. Thank you. Gosh, can't even get triple digits. That sucks. We finally got it. Thank you for that. Right. Cheers, everybody.
like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Fearless.